So this program was done by our Sunday school many years ago. It's been adapted to more of a reading, but with an interactive aspect. And you'll notice we're using very, very old technology. And even still, it's a nice time. The screen will have parts for you. For you, the audience, to join in on. Also, there'll be some hymns to sing. The hymn and the page number will show on the screen. We'll sing only the first verse of each of these songs, and as they're familiar Christmas favorites, some of you may not even need to open the hymn book. As you may notice, we have no musician to play accompaniment, so we will sing a cappella. But with hymns this familiar, that shouldn't be a problem. Our readers today are playing many parts, and some of those parts interact with each other in the same scene. Our readers will try to differentiate between characters, so I beg your understanding. Maybe next year we'll have more readers participating, who knows. Keeping all this in mind, we will begin. Outside the inn. Many times throughout the years, the story of Jesus' birth has been told. We've heard the story in church every year, on TV shows, or in our children's programs. This story is a humorous take on that familiar story. Think of this as a bedtime story, although I prefer you remain awake. Or maybe think of it as a radio broadcast. Sit back and listen to this amusing version of what may have happened. And it starts with an innkeeper in Bethlehem. Oh, greetings. Welcome to my humble but comfortable and economical family inn. People ask me, they say, Golda, innkeeping must be a pretty dull job. I always say, actually it is. Except for this one night, a long time ago. Let me tell you about it. It all started when this poor homeless family named Wilson showed up.
Daddy, will we sleep outside again tonight?
Unless that inn has a good-hearted innkeeper, I'm afraid we'll be looking up at the stars again.
Mommy, did you see that big bright star in the sky last night? What was it, Mommy?
I think it's that thing that happens every 100 years or so. You know, when the planets all line up together and shine like crazy.
As they approach the innkeeper, Mr. Wilson says,
Excuse me, kind innkeeper. My family and I have fallen upon some hard times, and we have no place to stay for the night. Would you happen to have a spare room?
as a matter of fact, I have just one room left. How will you be paying? Cash, livestock, or not at all?
Well, I'm afraid... What was the third option again?
The third option was not at all. A special just for you tonight.
We'll take the third option and thank you. I only hope that someday I can repay this kindness.
I'm sure you will. What else could I say? What else could I do? As Moses said, love the stranger, for you were once strangers yourself in China? No, it was Norway. No, it was Egypt. Oh, right. Anyway, I think I did the right thing. And then I remember these three Persian guys. I think they were called Mojo? No, that's not it. Samurai. No, that's not it. They were from Egypt?
No, they were Magi.
We will now sing We Three Kings.
We three kings of Orient, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, poor and mountain, shine like crazy?
Nah, that's not it. That's one of those bright things in the sky. You know,
A star?
yeah, that's it.
How many times do I gotta tell you guys? That's the star. It's a miracle. God put it up there just for us. And why? I'll tell you why. So we could find the baby king. That's why.
Okay, but why us? And why a star?
You wanna know why? I'll tell you why. It's because actually it's that stars, what I mean to say is that magi like us, we're supposed to follow stars. It's our job, okay?
Okay, I can see that. Only tell us how we're supposed to know when we're getting close.
Why do I have to do all the thinking? You wanna know why?
We know. You'll tell us why.
Wrong. I wasn't gonna tell you why. I was gonna tell you that when we get close, we'll just ask around. But if we don't get moving, it'll be daylight and we'll lose the stars. So come on.
So, while the Magi were making their way here, a young couple arrived. Little did I know at the time that they were about to turn my usually peaceful little inn upside down. Joseph is speaking to his new wife, Mary, in a rather irritated manner.
Here we are, Mary. The city of David, Bethlehem, our ancestral home. Isn't it beautiful? Wasn't it worth an 80-mile trip at a moment's notice, with you 9 months pregnant, over dangerous, bandit-infested roads in the cold and dark, just so Caesar can count our miserable heads for yet another of his miserable taxes? And what's more, every inn in town is stuffed with people. This place is our last hope for a warm bed tonight. I'm not having too much fun. How about you, Mary?
Joseph, you're a good husband, but I'm afraid you're going to be a good father in about 20 minutes. So let's talk to the innkeeper and get settled in our room.
Of course. I'm sorry, Mary. It's just that I'm very tired and worried about you and the baby.
As they approach Golda's little inn, Golda's busy with the fly swatter. Shoo! Shoo! Please, go away! This is your last warning. And then I start swinging. I really mean it this time.
Excuse me.
Okay, you flies, so you don't respond to threats. I'm putting the fly swatter down now. Now, please go.
Excuse me, ma'am. We are in rather urgent need of a room.
Oh, I'm sorry. How can I help you?
As I was saying, we are in rather urgent need of a room. We have come a long way, 80 miles in fact, all the way from Nazareth, over dark, dangerous, bandit-infested roads. And why? So Caesar can count our miserable...
Joseph, please. Can you help us, ma'am? You see, every inn in town is full, and I'm about to have a baby.
What could I say? What could I do? My last room was given to that homeless couple, the Wilsons. But as Moses said, the traveler has not slept in the street. I have opened my door to the stranger.
Moses didn't say that.
Oh yeah? Then who did?
It was
Joe. I intensely dislike being corrected by sheep. Anyway, I couldn't bear to turn them away, even if the guy was a little grouchy. Then it hit me. Children, how do you like cute, cuddly little animals?
Yeah, sure.
We like cute, cuddly animals.
How about great big, not so cute, smelly animals?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that I've got some good news and some bad news. Which do you want first?
We'll take the bad news first.
Well, I don't have any rooms left inside the inn.
Oh, then what's the good news?
I do have some room outside the inn, with those animals I was talking about.
You mean the cute little cuddly ones?
No, not exactly.
I thought so. I knew it would be the big, not-so-cute, smelly animals. Yep, why not? Why should we have a nice place to stay after 80 miles of drudgery over bandit-infested roads just so Caesar can cut our miserable...
Joseph? Thank you, ma'am. We'll take it. How much will that be?
Absolutely nothing. I wouldn't even think of charging you for the stable. I'll send out some extra blankets.
Thank you, ma'am. You're very kind.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm just tired and upset. You see, we've come such a long way. Over bandit...
Joseph!
Oh, right. Good night, ma'am, and thanks.
Good night, children.
Is this the king we're looking for? I mean, that thing, bright thing is overhead.
You mean the star?
Yeah, that's right, the star.
No, no, no. How many times do I have to tell you guys? The king we're looking for is a baby. We just stopped here to see if Herod knows where he is. Shh, here he comes.
Announcing his honor, Herod, King of Judea, friend of Caesar, a man of the people, beloved by all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, magi guys, I give you Herod, your king.
Thank you, and welcome, Magi guys, to my palace. No doubt this is quite an honor for you, but try to relax. Tell me, why have you come to see Herod? That's me. Thank you.
Well, you see, it's like this, king. Me and my associates here, we've been following this bright star.
Oh, I've seen that myself. Isn't that the thing that happens every 100 years or so, where the planets sort of line up together and shine like crazy? That's what we thought too, but Jasper here.
Excuse me, Balthasar, but I believe I am our spokesman. Actually, king, it's a star. A miracle star put in the heavens to announce the birth of a new king. We were wondering, can you tell us where he is?
Yeah, and I bet you're pretty excited about having a cute little baby king around, right?
Excuse me, Magi guys. I'll be right back.
Herod steps back aside to talk with his two aides that have come up behind him.
Well, tell me, how do I feel about this baby king?
The polls say people like babies and want a new king. So you're in favor of the idea. You think it's great.
No. The people want a strong leader who will tolerate no pretender to his throne. I say if you go soft on this baby thing, it'll ruin you.
Oh my, what am I going to do? I like being king. It's fun. I'm not giving it all to some baby. Do we know where this baby is?
A reliable source places him in Bethlehem.
I got it. Send those magi guys to Bethlehem to find him, and then have them report back to us.
They all are not in agreement, and Herod walks back to the Magi guys and says,
This is splendid news. Why, I adore babies, and well, I'm not getting any younger. Someday we'll need a new king. You will find him in Bethlehem. That's 5 miles southeast of here. Do stop by on your way home and tell me where I can find him, won't you?
You bet, Herod. We sure will, and thanks for the tip.
The Magi guys walk away from Herod, leaving the palace behind. As they continue their journey, Balthasar says,
I love that guy. Wasn't he nice and handsome? Wow, I didn't know kings could be so nice. He was just...
The biggest phony I've ever seen. That guy was lying through his teeth. And I've got a feeling that if he ever finds our baby king, it'll be a sad day in Bethlehem.
Boy, Jasper, you sure are smart. And to think, I was almost fooled by that guy. No wonder you're the head magi man.
It seems like everyone was headed for our humble town on that night, including this group of crazed shepherds. Now, don't take this the wrong way, but your average shepherd is less fragrant than, say, your average rose, if you catch my meaning. Here's what happened. First Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they glad keeping their sheep, on a cold winter's night that was so deep. Noel, 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 born is the King of Israel. Nate, a very excited new shepherd boy, was out with the shepherds that night and said, way too excitedly I may add,
Boy, am I excited! My first night out with the flocks. Just look at those cute little lambs. I just love little lambs. You guys can count on me. I won't let you down. I hope I'll be good enough. I really want to thank you guys for giving me this chance. You won't be sorry.
We already are sorry. Now pipe down, kid. If you're going to be a shepherd, you gotta learn to relax. See, if you get too excited, the sheep get excited. If you get scared, the sheep get scared. Understand?
Yeah, I got it. Boy, you guys are really something. I'll bet nothing rattles you. I want to be just like you guys.
Well, kid, let me tell you, it all comes down to experience. We've been on the circuit a long time, and we've seen it all, everything. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to pull the wool over our eyes.
Boy, that was really funny. Is that a shepherd joke? Will you teach me other shepherd jokes too?
You bet, kid. There's more where that come from. Listen to this. There once was a shepherd from Bashan who led his sheep into the ocean, but they learned to swim.
He never did finish that limerick because something amazing appeared. Angels. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria in excelsis Deo, Gloria in excelsis Deo. A host of angels appeared to those shepherds that night, joyful, almost cheerleader-like in their exuberance, saying,
Hallelujah, praise the Lord, and peace to all who seek it. We have come with God's good news. We just can't keep it secret.
Why do you look so frightened? You look like you've seen a ghost. We're the good guys on God's team, better known as the heavenly host.
Hey, shepherds, listen up now. This is good news, not some rumor. God has come as a little bitty babe, and he brought the sense of humor.
You'll know you found the right one if he's wrapped in swaddling cloth. He won't be in a baby bed, but in a feeding trough. So don't just stand there looking scared. Better hurry if you're able. Time to kiss your sheep goodnight and get down to the stable. These angels then made a silly, joyful, noisy departure as Nate, that excited young shepherd boy, said to the other shepherds,
Wow, I don't believe it. A host of angels talking to us. Oh boy, I know this probably is old hat for you guys. You've probably seen this 100 times, but for me, well, guys, hey, what's the matter?
It appears that the other shepherds are frozen with fear, staring with their eyes wide open.
I'm sorry. I guess I scared the sheep and you're probably mad at me. I'm really sorry. But you heard the angels. We better get to town and see this baby. After all, he is going to be our king. Right, guys?
Those other shepherds, still frozen with fear, follow Nate off to the inn. Eventually, they arrive at the door of Golda, the innkeeper.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie. Above thy deep and dreamless sleep, the silent stars go by. Yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight.
Yes?
Hello, ma'am. We're shepherds.
Yes, I know. What can I do for you?
Well, we were out guarding the flocks, as we shepherds usually do. Well, me and the guys were joking around, telling shepherd jokes and stuff, when all these angels appeared and told us that we should come here and see the new baby Messiah, the King.
That's very interesting. What's wrong with your friends?
Oh, nothing. It's just, they're really used to this kind of stuff, a little bored. They've seen everything. But what about the baby? Is he here? Can we see him now?
I'm not sure about the baby, but there's a real nice pregnant lady in the stable with her husband, who is probably also very nice, only don't ask him about their trip.
Oh, thanks, ma'am. Come on, guys, follow me.
And off they go to the stable. By now, I was beginning to realize that something very strange was going on in the stable. But being a polite kind of person, I didn't want to intrude. I went back to minding my own business when suddenly these three magi guys walked up and introduced themselves. All right, little guys, you little flies, I'm back. Ready or not, here I come. Wait, hey, where did they go? Of course, they went with the shepherds.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you the proprietress of this fine establishment?
As it happens, I am. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
I am Jasper. On my right is Balthazar, and on my left is Melchior. And we are...
The Magi guys.
We were wondering if you have a king residing on the premises.
Well, let me see. Well, I've got Kingowitz. There's a Kingberry and 412, but, no king.
What we're looking for is an actual king, not a guy named King. And we have reason to believe that he is a baby.
I get a feeling that you'll find what you're looking for out back in the stable.
That's a good one, huh, Jasper? A baby king in a stable? Where is he really, ma'am?
I'm telling you the truth. I don't know if he's a king or not, but somebody who has already at a very tender age acquired a considerable following is back in the stable with his parents, a group of shepherds, and I think the Wilsons went back there too.
The Wilsons?
Yeah, a real nice young family, down on their luck. But I don't think they're from around here. You're welcome to go back and meet the whole group. In fact, I think I'll join you.
What child is this who lays to rest on Mary's gladly sleeping, whom angels greet within the sweet while shepherds watch our keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him love, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Behind the inn, at the stable, Golda says, "Hello, everyone. I'm Golda, the innkeeper, but I think you already know that. These three gentlemen are Jasper, Melchior, and Balthazar, and they are..."
The Magi guys.
With that, we need to shake hands. Let's get to meet everybody. It's nice to know you. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. smell that great, but God could have told anybody about the new baby king, and he chose us. That's right, Nate. And we must not forget that this is the city of David, himself, a shepherd boy, and of course, our greatest king. Until now, that is. The angels told us that this king would be the promised Messiah, the Lord. Right, guys?
And Joseph, my friend, listen to this. A star led the three of us all the way from Persia, where we learned from our study of the heavens that this little baby in the manger right here is going to be the King of the Jews, Melchior the Gifts.
In honor of this happy occasion, and in gratitude that we could be included, me and the other Magi's, well, we chipped in and bought the little fella a few gifts.
Wow! Gold, frankincense, myrrh, and a yo-yo!
Sorry, that's my yo-yo, but the other stuff is for him. Thank you all. You have made this into a night that will never be forgotten. And when our little boy grows up, we'll tell him all about it.
Oh, this has been some night! And what a great-looking baby! What are you gonna call him? What's his name?
God told us to name him Jesus.
So what did you name him?
Jesus.
Oh, that's great! What a name! I'm so glad we got to see all this. I feel so thankful. I'm so excited that I just don't know what to do. Well, first, we might try to settle down just a bit. Then I think we should express our thanks and praise to God.
Good night, Golda, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, Wilson, and Merry Christmas to you.